Red Hand of Doom. But before I let Patrick take it away, in the doobly doo down below, check out our Extra Life link as well as the Heroes Wanted collective of shows. But without further ado, take it away, Patrick.
Thank you, Stephanie. Welcome everyone to tonight's session. I will be playing mostly critters tonight that should end up on a skewer or a sword. Joining me tonight are...
Hello, everyone. I am a slightly recovered Lorne, playing Dr. Badme Eisen, the tiefling artificer who is actually kind of just happy to be in the library.
We're in the sewer.
The sewer library.
Yes. Hi, everyone. My name is Chris. I'll be playing Maximilian T. Justice, Paladin of Glory, Dragonborn, still recovering from the Lion's Guard Taco Tuesday.
Hi, I'm Ian. I'll be playing Seymour Sunkissed, the Warlock newspaperman. And tonight's top story, pork prices skyrocket as speculators pay more and more for pigs after one lone nut job bought a pig for 8 gold. Locals
Inspiration for that.
Yes.
I hate you, Ian.
All right, inspiration.
All right. Hi, everyone. I'm Tara, and I should be playing Chirrup, the Kenku Bard of the College of Whispers, who also doubles as a boar rider.
I'm Stephanie, and I'm playing Molly Goldman, socialist cleric and defender of the proletariat.
Hello, Nabil here. I'll be playing as Haboob of the Red Sands, Tabaxi Phantom. Tabaxi Rogue subclass Phantom. And this Tabaxi would be the nut job that bought that pig.
I am Brendan, and I'm playing Julius. And I would like to point out that over the last 3 sessions, Patrick, only like 2 of your characters have died. And they were like no-name worms that just lived in a sewer. Our track record's pretty good now.
I mean, we killed it with that robe.
And last session, our party split themselves up for a little bit in the morning. Haboob and Chirrup went to the market to steal. Haboob, as part of the subterfuge, though, did end up buying a hog at an auction for 8 gold. Between the two of them, they managed to get it back to Seymour's apartment, walking it across town with nothing more than a rope and good intentions, where it did settle in the yard and began eating Seymour's mother's plants. Seymour went off to visit his employees at his press's new home and office, where he found that the machine was acting up and he had to work to repair the press and get it printing again. And the group then reconvened and went to the library. They managed to get past a very bored and sigh-filled front desk and managed to convince the head librarian that someone had duplicated one of their books, and then went to find the scribe, Curious Inc. Instead, they found a dead librarian and books that had sections that had been sliced out very carefully. Flipping through, Badme was able to ascertain that the subject was of an old pool of radiance that was beneath the Valengen graveyard in Denovar. And at that point, you heard a massive sonic blast, and the whole building shook. And as you made your way further down into the archives, you found that a couple of holes had been blown into the wall of the gift trunk where the poisoned information was kept, and that it had been looted and an escape route led into the sewers. So you quickly followed, and the sewers are a rank place here. They're only about 25 to 30 feet wide and about 10 feet tall. There are footpaths that run along either side of a deep channel running down the middle of it that is filled with foul, quick-moving water. Using your tracking skills and indexes, abilities, you were able to locate the route that Curious Inc. had taken through these sewers, and it has led you, thanks to the light from your drift globe, into a spillway. And this is a wide chamber, about 60 feet overall, with a 15-foot wide walkway that rings it. There's a pool in the center, and the roar of the water fills the air here. And you can see across the way water cascades down a steep spillway alongside stairways which lead there. And there were two large undulating shapes on the opposite side of the chamber that Index was able to ascertain were eating what appeared to be a third corpse of the same kind of beast. But underneath one of them were blast marks and what appears to be a backpack with a few items falling out of it. And it is at this point you have rolled into initiative as your light has, you can see, drawn the attention of these two creatures, and their tentacles kind of wave at the front of their faces as they stare at you as you all kind of peek around the corner. And Molly and Haboob, you can see there is a little bit of a blood trail just right in front of you.
Uh-oh.
And you presume that is from Curious Inc., whom you have been following. And first up to act in the turn order is...
Is the turn order invisible for anyone else?
Yeah, it didn't pull up for me.
Yeah, okay.
It's empty.
I see it as blank.
I actually don't see initiative orders, like initiative rolls. Do we not roll it last session?
You did. I have them all, and they were input today.
Refreshing fixed it.
Okay.
Okay, refreshing.
Actively refreshing.
Maybe it was just so long between. Yeah, it's there.
No,
see
I put it in today
It's
because I had to erase it.
I don't even see any of the rolls if I scroll up though.
No, that's because there's Monday night's game that happened in between. And they're in a totally different place.
I don't remember.
They found Kingman's ointment.
I don't remember coming in 21.
You did. You came in tops. So, Haboob, you are first to act with Julius and Molly on deck.
Okay, so it's pretty much downhill for me.
Does Max get to roll?
Eventually.
I don't think I'm there yet.
I moved you in there, so yeah, you should roll in.
Okay, so other than the bloods...
Sure?
Yeah, you were sick last time, so you were just quietly following behind everybody.
Oh man, I was gonna have this whole scene where it's like, hey, this is pretty sweet pig. Hey, Seaward, you get a pig? Hey, who bought the pig?
We can if you want. You can spend your whole day getting your new armor fitted.
Yeah, well, one
but
presumes
then the pig gives him a sad look, so he has to buy armor for the pig.
Oh,
yeah, pig armor
now. All right, one second.
All right. So, do I see anything other than the blood splatter from where I am?
A nice even 10.
You can just barely make out at the edge of your vision one of these large creatures over here that has now turned and is, you can see, staring into the light coming from your drift globe. Other than that, I mean, you can see there's the water beside you. There's what appears to be a wooden walkway. In this chamber, in this low light, you can make out what appear to be patches of sort of filthy water that are lying on top of the stones. You can make out what appear to be some bones over here and what look like purple mushrooms that are growing out of the stones along the walls.
Okay, so as a free action, I'm just going to say it. I'm just going to whisper it to whoever is listening that there's something at the edge of my vision. I point in the general direction of this thing. I barely
We
make
know
out.
Index warned us too.
Okay,
Yeah, we knew about them.
okay, so I am going to make my way to the other side over here. Before I do, is the ground slippery?
It's not terribly slippery. I mean, the water hasn't flowed over everywhere. It's more, slick as you get into the center, but so far it doesn't feel horrendous under your feet. You don't feel like you're going to have any trouble that way.
Okay, so I am going to jump across this gap and
All right.
try to see if I can make it at this end. So, what do you need me to roll? Athletics?
No, for a 10-foot jump, you're fine.
Okay, cool. So, 10 foot? Nope. No.
You will have to step forward because you can't run through Molly, of course.
Okay, and whoop. Whoop. That's about it.
Yeah, you leap over easily enough.
That was 25 feet. And I still don't see anything else. Okay, that's it for me.
You are moving away from your light.
Oh. I thought my
Doesn't the
dog
drift
was
belong behind him?
You can still see this one over here.
Yeah.
All right.
Whose drift globe is it? Like, who is the drift globe attached to?
I thought Haboob.
None of you ever claimed ownership of it, so it's just in your party loot at this point.
So it's just the beach ball at a concert.
Pretty much.
Doesn't belong to anybody.
I will claim ownership of the drift globe
All right.
I will add it to your thing in the list.
since presumably the rogue does not want
Yeah.
the drift globe attached to him. Fuck it, I'll attack him. I'll attack the worms.
Okay, that's it for me. Yeah, that's my turn.
All right, you end your turn there. Julius, you are in the middle of your group. Again, just at the edge of your vision, you can see the one here off to your left. You do know there is a second one just behind it as well.
Yes, I will go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Just getting out of the way of people. Oh, goddammit.
In the middle of the bridge?
Yeah, in the middle of the bridge seems like a safe place to be.
To get out of the way of people?
Yeah. If I can, once this, sorry, Mozilla Firefox is a pain, and it keeps, every time I try and adjust how zoomed out I am, it decides to change page.
Your kitty says you're a liar.
So I've disconnected from the chat or from Roll20 inadvertently. I'm going to firebolt the closest one.
All right, roll your attack.
He just said he was disconnected.
Yeah, give me one. I got my spreadsheet up.
Are you on push to talk on Discord?
Yes, that's the problem, is holding Alt and scrolling.
Yeah, I changed my push to talk key to control. That seems to fix it. Mostly.
My push to talk key has to stay Alt because control, it's a WoW thing.
Okay.
That is
yes.
I'll roll for you. That is an
I
8,
rolled
which
already.
misses. Oh, you got a 23. Yeah, that hits for 3 fire damage. So it kind of sparks and this creature you can, immediately turns toward you, and there's no language, but there's like just sort of a clicking sound as this firebolt impacts into the side of it. You clearly have its attention.
Oh boy.
Good thing you're
That takes us to Molly.
Crossbow bolt.
12 bounces harmlessly off of it.
Ooh, and then I'm going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
All right.
And that's the end of my turn.
Index.
All right. Can Index do the help action when he's invisible? Or does he have to be visible to render the help action?
No, he can be invisible to do the help action because he can go in and still distract or cause trouble by making noise or sounds or anything like that.
All right.
He's
so
a
that'll
mosquito.
yeah, exactly. Perfect. So that'll be his default thing when he has no other action, like in times like this, because he
All
isn't
right.
dumb. He will do that, and he will start ready a help action for. I guess it's the next person, because the help action's for whoever's next, right?
It's the next attack on that creature.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that perfect. Got it. Good.
and that takes us to Chirrup.
Does Chirp will see? Does Chirp care about Index?
Chirrup does not know Index is there. He is invisible.
Perfect. That makes it even better because a 12 may not hit these things, but a shatter will.
Shatter absolutely will. So yes, in the center there's this massive ringing explosion that goes off. So Index will need to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Just checking. Imp has advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects.
All right, they both rolled 18s, which
How do I do a save? Do I just do a
If he doesn't have a
check?
proficiency in it, you just click con, yeah.
so they both take 9 damage, as does Index.
Oh shit, that doesn't kill Index, but that was close.
Thunder's not one of the many, many damage types that imps resist, right?
Yeah, imps have like what?
I don't
Fire,
think so.
poison.
Cold, bludgeoning, piercing, slashing from non-magical attacks made from
So your explosion goes off, and definitely you can see impacts these creatures, but they do manage to resist it.
Gotta love those 2 8s though.
Yeah.
And then I'll just scamper across, and my max movement is right beside Julian and Molly there, so that'll be it for me.
All right. Maximilian.
Okay. Coming out from behind, Max suddenly decides to spring into action. So 5, 15, 20, 25, 30. I will position myself right here at the head of the bridge and ready in action to slash the one that comes into melee.
All right. Seymour.
All right, and as a shatter goes off, you can hear just this invisible Windows alert sound, the dun, come from Index as he gets hit. But he's still giving me the help action, right? Yep.
Yes.
Oh, and I'm going to move my hex because it was on the ghost in the previous room.
Yep.
All right. And it's on the closest one. Oh, shit, 2 damage. I don't even think a 14 hits, does it?
14 does hit.
That's what we need, everyone.
All right, that is 7 damage.
Oh, and the hex will be 2. This is a big boy, so I guess con? No, wisdom.
All right.
No, wisdom, because we might have people sneaking around.
Okay.
I guess.
This
Unless
one,
it's swallows people.
yeah, will dash forward and from 10 feet away, lash out at you, Maximilian.
Does Index get an attack of opportunity?
No, familiars don't get attacks of opportunity.
And that works because it is initiatives or invisibility, so I won't.
Right, no, yeah, he doesn't get an attack of opportunity. He gets to attack when you tell him.
Yeah.
As a reaction, as my attack.
All right, yep, that is a 12 to hit. So Maximilian, the tentacles just kind of slap off of you without doing any damage. This guy runs up the wall and across the ceiling and dashes to get to there.
Oh, damn it.
I'm pretty sure I have these things living in the basement right now. It's very tiny.
And from underneath the water, Julius,
Oh,
come a
God
couple
damn.
more of these tentacles.
Oh boy.
That is a 26 to hit for
Oh, shit.
6 poison damage. And give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
1 second. Can I use this spell? How much poison damage was it?
6.
Oh. Oh, yeah, okay. 6 poison con save.
Yes, please.
It can't absorb poison damage. Three.
You are locked up and you feel yourself become paralyzed.
Did he fall
Oh,
over on top
boy.
of Chirrup?
No, he gets yanked under the water.
Oh.
Am I grappled?
Yep.
Oh, this is a bad thing.
And under the water, it bites you for 7 piercing damage as well.
Alright, so that's...
What are you playing next?
I don't know, probably Graypaw. 7, and then 6. How much?
Actually, you're paralyzed. That's a automatic critical, so that will be.
Was it within 5 feet of me when it hit me with the second thing?
Yes.
Damn it. Ian, how much temporary hit points did I have?
7.
So that is going to be a
Alright.
total of 12 piercing.
That hurt. And I'm paralyzed.
All right, that takes us to Badmay.
Okay.
So this guy is underwater. This guy is hanging on the ceiling. This guy is just 10 feet in front of Maximilian, ineffectively slapping him.
Okay. So the guy who's hanging from the ceiling, how far is his lowest extremity off the ground?
10 feet.
So there's a 10-foot gap between. Okay. That slightly changes my plan. So I'm just double checking on something here, making sure I can actually pull this off without any issue. Great. Would it take my action to try and jump the water if I got a running start? Being that I have a strength of 8?
No, if you get a running start, you'll be fine.
Okay. So I get over here just to give me line of sight. Is there any loose material over here? It doesn't have to be big, literally anywhere between 1 to 5 pounds, like rubble or bones or...
No, you see there's a bone here in front of you. Over here, it looks like from the shatter, there's a few scattered stones and...
That will work.
Yeah, broken bricks and things like that.
All right. In that case, then, from over here?
Yep, because the shatter was over here.
Shit. What about the fungus?
I would say you could find a loose brick or something like
Yeah.
that. The fungus is attached. It's not loose.
Okay. How long is the line? 90 feet. Cool. So, yeah, in a straight line that's angled slightly upwards to catch both of these guys, that rock goes flying. So I need dexterity saving throws from both of them.
That is a 12 and a 19.
So the 12 is the first one who fails, so the rock doesn't continue any further.
Okay. Ooh, 13 bludgeoning. Good damage.
Nice. And can I see Julius?
Nope, he is under the water.
Okay.
It is dark, nasty water. You know, you don't know how deep it is, but yeah.
That's kind of my turn for now.
All right. Top of the round, that takes us to Haboob.
Haboob is going to back up just a bit around this point, where he's able to get a line of sight with this one and this one. And I will ready in action to shoot whichever hostile creature makes contact with any of my allies.
They
All
all have a
right.
reach of 10 feet.
10 feet.
Yeah.
Say that again? Sorry.
They're
You've
in
seen them
contact
attack
right
from
now.
10 feet away.
Oh, there are.
Yeah, but presumably some of us are going to run up to them.
I mean, yeah, I mean, that's for sure. I mean, I need more effective attack damage. So, yeah, that's still.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, like Max is about to
alright.
close.
yeah, that's about it for me. Ready?
Okay.
You don't know what I'm about to do.
Julius, you are paralyzed and grappled. End of your turn. Give me another Constitution saving throw, please.
13.
That is a success. You are no longer paralyzed. Now give me another Constitution saving throw from the water that you are currently in.
Oh boy. 6.
You are poisoned from being in the water. This water is disgusting and nasty. You're not paralyzed anymore, but you are just straight poisoned.
All right, I guess that's my turn.
Okay. That takes us to Molly.
I can see Julius from where I'm at?
Nope.
Really? Not at all.
Not at
He's
all.
under the water.
He's under the water. If you got right up to the edge, you might be able to see him, but not from where you are.
He's under the pool water.
Yeah, this water is vile.
Can I see him if I go here?
With the drift globe right there, yes, I would say you could with your sight.
All right, so there's a healing word to Julius, 7. And then I will crossbow bolt. Whichever one of them that looks the weakest. And then I'm going to shimmy
This-
back. Yeah.
That guy over there.
Then I'm going to... Yep, there's my whole movement.
All right, this guy will take an attack of opportunity.
No, because I go through chirp.
You were still diagonally 10 feet.
They have
Yeah.
reach, guys. We know this.
That is only a 14 to hit, though. That does not hit.
Can't touch
Uh,
this. Do.
Molly, are you applying your shield AC to that?
Son of a bitch.
That takes us to Index.
Because you have your light crossbow out.
Yeah, you'll continue doing the help action on this one.
Well, I would have a 15
Oh.
without my shield.
Oh, okay.
So I'm good.
But what?
Shield is... Oh, wait, no. One sec.
Shield is +2.
All right, so I take the hit.
All right, you take 3 poison and give me a Constitution saving throw.
– 14.
Success. You are not paralyzed.
Right, and that's the end of my turn.
All right, Index. Barely hanging on.
Yep, but he'll valiantly keep trying to do the help action.
All right. So he comes down and continues buzzing and harassing around this creature. That takes us to Chirrup.
We're going to drop a thunder wave.
All right, across the ceiling.
Yep. Where is my thunder wave? There it is.
There it is, yeah.
That is a 20 for their con save. So they take 18 divided by 2, 9 damage, but are not pushed.
All right, I will risk the attack of opportunity and I will move away.
It's used its reaction.
Cool.
You could thank your cleric for that.
You can see there are a spider web of cracks across the ceiling as well, and a couple just more loose stones and tiles fall and sort of spray off the ground.
We're in danger. You're welcome, guys. That's it for me.
Maximilian.
All right.
Luckily, you've put your 2 damaging spells on 2 different sides of this space.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's great. All right, so Max is going to step right up to this thing, and it is at this point that Nabil can choose to interrupt me as I'm reaching for my longsword attack.
Yep. Your held action goes off, Haboob, as you see Maximilian start to draw and head towards this creature.
You have advantage from the help.
Yep. 16 hits. Roll your damage with sneak.
14 sad.
14 piercing damage. Yeah, so you're drawing your longsword, Maximilian, and there's this blast that strikes over your shoulder. This creature is still alive.
Christ, ignore the radiance. Why is this on? I didn't put it on.
Doesn't matter. A 21, you slash through, and 11 slashing damage is enough to open up this creature's belly, and a bunch of sort of garbage and detritus, and what appears to be some limbs of another one of its fellow creatures fall out as it falls dead.
Ew. Okay. And then Max takes a deep breath
Through your mouth.
through my mouth, holds his breath, and then dives into the water after Julius.
Oh god, no, please.
Oof. All right.
I just bought this armor too.
And give me a Constitution saving throw as you jump in this water, please.
6.
You are also, you close your mouth, you hold your breath, but it gets in up through your nostrils, and you manage to imbibe some of this, and you are also poisoned at this point.
Don't say I never did anything for you, Julius.
I did not.
That takes us to Seymour.
All right, so that one's dead. I will move. I can't see the one in the water, right?
Correct.
All right, so then I will move my hex to this one.
Still hexing wisdom?
No, they're grappling, so they're using strength for grapple, right? Like it looks like yeah, I'm gonna use strength.
All right.
And fire.
That hits. Ooh, 9 force, 4 necrotic. 13 damage in total. I mean, this creature just kind of ripples and one of its tentacles gets blasted off. But it is still alive.
And I'm gonna shout to Index, help Max and Julius. So
Why would you shout? It can understand your thought.
He just likes the sound of his own voice.
All is burbling from under the water as Julia says this.
I feel like I'm being corrected, but I can't quite hear it.
This one scuttles across the ceiling and will drop down onto the ground in front of you, Molly.
Ah!
That is a natural 1 on its tentacle attack.
Okay.
And a 7 on its bite. So it impacts, and part of where the ground is damaged and upset from Chirrup's spell means it lands really awkwardly and cannot look after itself very well, and instead will then use the rest of its movement to move back up here, up the wall. You will get an attack of opportunity, Molly. As it scurries back 15 feet up the wall. Natural 1.
Ah, sucks.
Where did you have your mace in this?
I can't
You had your crossbow out.
Yeah, but remind me of the rules. I can't use my crossbow, right?
Correct.
Well, you can make a melee attack with your crossbow.
You
It's
are
just an
allowed to
improvised
draw
weapon.
a weapon as part of an attack.
Roll me a d20, please, Stephanie.
Critical fail. Critical fail.
Ah, it's not a critical fail. It's only a 2.
Yeah, until she attacks me.
No, I mean you rolled a critical fail. That's why you rolled a d20.
And roll another d20, please, as you roll on the damage table.
Oof.
All right.
Does she
Doubt that's going to happen, but we'll see. Any movement? Any bonus action? Oh, sorry. Actually, no. That was a reaction on
Yeah.
their turn. So
Yeah, exactly.
never mind. Under the water. This guy is going to. Let's see. He releases you, Julius. You immediately are pushed 15 feet away in the water. And his new, shinier plaything, he is going to lash out at.
I'm gonna have to buff my armor. It's a lot of individual plates.
Oof, that is a 12 with the tentacles that do not hit. Oh my god, and a 7 on the bite. Yeah, it flails around underwater doing nothing and will swim away.
Attack of opportunity.
Yep,
All right. This is a disadvantage, right?
absolutely.
All right. 8.
All right, that takes us to Badmay. So
Perfect.
this one under the water, you still can't see. This guy is 15 feet up on the side wall, looking pretty hurt.
I'm going to shoot him. Fuck. But I will use that to cast myself on fire.
All right.
And then I'm going to back up here, jump over once more, and end up here.
Sounds good.
And
Takes us
that's
to-
my turn.
All right, takes us to Haboob.
All right, so I'm just seeing that, yeah, I wouldn't even be able to hit it. That. Yeah, that's just push it.
Yep, you'll have to move. I mean, it's easy enough for you to move and get line of sight.
Yeah, I would have to. Okay, so I'm just gonna move one step to the left. 5 feet, basically, and then take a shot
Okay.
at it.
All right.
No one's next to it. 20.
20 hits,
10.
10 piercing damage. Yeah, you stop, lean out around the corner, phew, fire this magical bolt that impacts, and yeah, this creature reels, but is still alive, but is on death's door.
I will use the remainder of my movement to jump to the other side.
All right. Julius, you have been released and are floating backwards down this nasty water.
I swim up. Can I get under the shore?
Give me an athletics check to pull yourself out. There is a lip on the water here. And you have disadvantage because you are
Yep.
poisoned.
That's a 1, but not
You
a
are-
natural 1.
Yeah, you are unable to. Your fingers just kind of scrape and you break, one of your fingernails sort of off. You are unable to get purchase. And you slide another 15 feet down in the water.
All right. None of my spells are useful here except cantrips. Well, you know what? I can
destroy poop water.
Can I see this guy?
No, because you are actually currently under the lip because you could not pull yourself
There's
out.
no. Okay.
And you used your action to attempt to climb out.
I will bonus action Misty Step to the top then.
All right.
Just right over. Right over here. I realized that was an action. I probably would not have done it.
All right. Yep. So you misty step out to safety. You are still poisoned.
All right.
Actually, yeah. No, I'll say climbing out was your attempted movement. So
Okay, then I will fire a
That's-
firebolt
Go for it.
That guy. Oof.
Fires wide. You are a little unsteady on your feet, and just your firebolt just grazes Molly, but does no damage. And that takes us to Molly.
Okay, I am going to... Oh, wait, these things have range. 5, 10, 15... Oh, you know what? Before I move...
You are currently not within its range.
But if I moved up to here, I would be, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. All right, so I'm going to do a crossbow bolt at the one in front of me.
15 hits for 3 piercing. Still alive.
Max is okay, right? He can get himself out?
Max actually looks like he's flailing a little bit, and his normal color is looking a little green around his ears, kind of probably what he looked like last week.
Thanks, Patrick.
He looks like he ate some bad shrimp.
God damn it.
Man, the pigs are gonna love you too.
Ooh, I don't have anything that can help him right now. Come on, Max, get out of there! And I will do a backwards shuffle.
All right, and looking over, you also see Julius. His blue skin has taken on a really pale countenance as well, and he's looking a little unsteady.
I'll get to you in a bit.
Index.
All right, he will follow his order, and Julius is out, so he will help Max. And he's not really strong enough to help Max with an athletics check. But could he help Max get rid of the disadvantage climbing out by helpfully pointing out convenient handholds on the side as he flows by?
No, because he's invisible.
Okay, he'll turn visible to help Max because the other thing is retreat.
All right. Yep, he can certainly point Max to some handholds over here that would aid him if Max chooses to get out, and he is no longer invisible.
Yeah, a little search and rescue lights come on underneath him. And he starts a little spotlight starts going over the edge of the lip where he can grab on.
All right, that takes us to Chirrup.
How's this one looking?
Really badly off. Death's Door.
Perfect. I don't want to waste another spell on him. So let's just go ahead with crossbow. Ooh, why do I have a disadvantage or advantage?
Doesn't matter. Either one of those hits, and that is enough as you strike through into one of its eyes, and it curls up and just smashes to the floor in front of you.
All right.
And then it, curls up in a weird little ball.
All right, and then that's it for me.
All right. Maximilian, top of your turn. Give me an athletics check, please.
Okay. Athletics check, 15.
15, you are not pulled by the water. What would you like to do?
Climb out.
All right.
Should have known he could teleport.
Give me, Give me an athletics check. You are able to pull yourself out of the water.
All right.
You have seen me teleport before.
Have I?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
you were paralyzed when he jumped in the water.
Paralyzed, so I don't know.
Yeah.
It seemed like a good idea at the time. And do I think that whatever this is going to pass quickly, or
doesn't feel like it?
Pretty nasty. Okay. I am going to just sort of lie there on the flagstone and lay hands on myself for 5 points. And
oh shit, guys, you're gonna die. I just realized something. I got a wagon and you got dysentery.
Right. If I can finish, I'm gonna lay hands on myself and cure myself of 1 poison.
Done. You can feel the toxins released from your body as you burn them out with your radiant energy.
Okay, and I'm going to make my way towards Julius and do that to him on the next turn.
All right. Seymour.
Can we see this guy or is he underwater?
Underwater.
Right. Can Index see him? Where Index is at?
Nope.
Okay, so there's no point in me rushing up to try and take another shot. Ah, why not? I'm gonna take another shot into the water. I guess that'd be a disadvantage, right?
Yep.
And I can't move hex to it because I can't see it.
Correct. So you fire underwater,
I hit
hoping.
it.
Yep. You see bubbles come up. So yeah, you do think, oh, I got it.
And I'll
And
give
then-
myself a little ha.
And then it swims up, bursts out of the water.
I still have more movement.
That's fine.
Yeah, I am gonna rush back.
Now,
So
it
I
wouldn't
guess-
have been there. It wouldn't have been there.
What's that?
Like, can it move forward as a reaction?
Nope. Its turn just goes next. So
Okay.
Seymour, you can move. Use whatever
Yep.
movement you had.
Yep, I was gonna move back towards the rest of the party, and tell Index to come with me. Actually, you know what? I will, because Index is hurt. I'm just double checking. I think it's a bonus action to have them to unsummon them, right?
No, it's an action.
Oh, it's an action. Shit. Okay, can't do that. Tell him to come back. Done. He's probably gonna get eaten now.
This thing's sure going to try. It's the closest thing he can see, and he can now see.
It's also got little lights on.
Yeah. That is a 16 to hit.
No, it's not. Hopefully. Because Chirp does this.
Ooh, silvery barbs. All right.
Yay.
Wow, thanks. Go cheer up.
That is a 14 to hit.
Aw.
He's got an AC of 13.
So
I
14
tried.
hits.
You tried to thank you. That definitely hits, yep.
This may not do anything because it is poison damage.
It does nothing.
Does nothing. And so who do you choose, Chirp, that'll have advantage?
Myself.
All right. And then this creature is going to try and bite Index.
Yeah, this will probably take him out, so...
That is an 18 for 7 piercing damage.
Oh yeah, he's gone.
And then this thing will splash down into the water. Takes us to Badme. You are currently wreathed in purple flames.
All right. It's basically been untouched, right?
Yes.
Okay, this kind of changes things. I'm going to hold my action to cast, I guess, Ray of Frost, because he'd technically be submerged, right?
All right. Yes.
So yeah, to do that, the flames go away, and so does the light they were giving off at the end of my turn, but I'm holding in my action.
All right. Haboob.
This does not seem right. Okay, so Haboob is going to make... Oh, not make anything. It's just going to jump again to the other side.
All right.
And ready in action. As soon as I see it, boom. That's it.
Sounds good. Julius, you are still poisoned. You are dripping wet of this nasty water. What would you like to do?
I guess Julius is going to move forward. He sees Max coming towards him, right?
Yes.
That is where I'm going, yes.
He's going to stop at Max. and ready a firebolt.
All right.
And he is going to wait until he is cured, if he has the option.
All right. That takes us to Molly. So you can't hold two actions, or you can't have two held triggers.
I
So
can
you're holding a firebolt until you see it, or until you're cured.
I guess until I see it.
Okay. Max goes first, so you will be cured anyway. Molly.
I'm gonna move. So it went under the water, right?
Yes.
I'll move to here, and then I'll bring up my shield, and then I will bring up my shield instead and put away from my crossbow, and I will hold Sacred Flame. As my action, is that okay? Or can I
Yep.
just drop it? All right.
You have to drop your crossbow. You can't stow it.
Okay, I'll drop it.
Yeah.
I'll drop it. And I'll hold Sacred Flame so that way I can have my shield up, because I'm just waiting for this
Actually, I
thing to
think
pop out.
Yeah, it takes an entire turn for you to put your shield on, so that is fine. That takes us to Chirrup.
Chirp is going to angry budgie squawk at Julius, pointing to Julius and the drift globe in the water.
Just spike it in the water.
I don't actually have direct control of the drift globe.
All players have control of the drift globe.
No, like mechanically.
All players should.
It doesn't follow you. It only follows you if you're more than 60 feet away from it.
Yeah.
Can't you direct it?
Nope.
Nope.
Oh, my bad.
You issue the order to have it start floating, and then it literally will. Yeah. It only changes its position after you throw it out when you move 60 feet away from it.
Oh, I thought you could direct it underwater.
I also did
water.
until like 5 seconds ago when I looked it up.
But we
Okay,
can
so
move it, right? We can go up, throw it, we could toss it, we could...
Yeah, but then once
As
we
long
throw
as-
it up, unless we move more than 60 feet away from it, that's where it is.
That's
It
where
doesn't
it's
follow
stuck.
us.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like on
Okay.
a rubber band.
So then in that case, Chirrup, will throw up some dancing tuki lights.
All right.
Under
the
the
water?
water here. Yep, so we can see where it is, so we don't have to keep waiting for it to pop up and hold actions.
Yeah, you can clearly see as one of your lights is almost right above it that it is along the right wall.
And because this is a concentration spell, I will then back up.
Sounds good. Maximilian.
All right. I see Julius coming up towards me. I raise my hand, and then
Just before that, do I see the creature?
Yes, I will say you will have line of sight, so your ray of frost will go off. Ooh, 25 hits for 7 cold damage.
And it is slowed.
okay. I will lay on hands to Julius to remove the poison.
Thank you.
All right.
Do you also get 5 hit points back when you do
Nope.
No.
It just costs you 5.
that? Yeah. Okay.
Any movement?
I could step up forward. Yeah, because if I go right here, then it's just going to attack me from 10 feet away, so I might as well go back up to here. All right. That's the right
Seymour. You can now see it under the water.
Yeah, I'll move my hex to it. Strength again. I don't think it's going to grab anyone else, but just in case. Oh,
That misses, unfortunately, shooting into this dark water. I mean, it doesn't give you a clear line of sight, and your blast goes wide.
I don't know how to shoot into water. The refraction threw me off. And done.
All right. It will swim to there. Actually, to there. It is going to lash out at... Actually, no, it's just going to come right up next to you. It's going to lash out at you, Seymour.
Do I get my
That's it.
attack?
Yes.
Attack him! He smells like the poop you love.
11.
11 misses, unfortunately.
Oh, sorry to interrupt. Doesn't Molly's Sacred Flame go off too?
Yes, your Sacred Flame and Haboob, your attack as well.
Sweet.
You hit Haboob. It does manage to avoid your Sacred Flame, but
Dang it.
it takes the full sneak attack damage, so that is 14.
Nice.
That is a non-natural 20 to hit you, Seymour, for 4 poison damage, and I need a con save, please.
A petulant child could take down Seymour. I can't say yes.
You succeed. You are not poisoned. And then it bites you for 9 piercing damage.
9 piercing damage? Okay.
Yep. And it will splash down.
Its
heading
movement speed was
this way.
reduced.
Yep, so... Yeah, it gets to there, and... Oh, so no attack of opportunity. But this is shallow enough that you guys can see it.
Oh, it didn't grapple me? Thank God.
Nope. You didn't get paralyzed. That takes us to Badme.
All right. Is it considered submerged under the water?
No, it's only partially submerged at this point. You can all see it. It looks like it's just trying to book since this area is lit up.
How damaged does it look?
Not terribly.
All right. Well, we'll let off a firebolt,
Ooh, that hits for 5 damage.
and once again, we'll be wreathed in flame. And I'm gonna pull out a dagger and move to here.
All right. Takes us to Haboob.
So while it's partially submerged, it's still making. Would it be within still 5 feet of range, either Batman or Seymour?
Yes.
Cool. So it's gonna get hurt.
Shoot her! Shoot her!
That hits.
16.
Ooh, 16 damage. Now it is starting to look really badly hurt.
And that's it for me.
Julius.
Am I able to see it from where I am?
Yes.
All right, I will fire a firebolt at it. 25.
That hits for 2 damage.
My damage despite has not been great.
Any movement?
No, I cannot meaningfully get far enough away from it without taking an attack of opportunity.
Dang. Molly.
Alright, I will Sacred Flame.
Ooh, that is an 8.
There we go. So 5 radiant damage.
5 radiant. Yeah, that is enough. In a
Yay!
burst of white radiant energy, this creature, sort of squawks, curls up as this water starts blocking up a little behind it, and then boom, sort of pushes it further down, almost like a corpse, as its corpse gets pushed further into the sewers of Brindle. But with that, you are out of combat.
Oh, hey, I'm glad I found you guys. They told me you were at the library, and then the librarian told me that you were downstairs. And did you guys blow up the library?
That was
No.
not our fault.
Are
That
you
was
sure?
the actions
You're
of
up?
one ink something, right?
Sure.
Curious Ink.
Curious Ink.
And Julius, just stay there for a second. Just don't move. And I will cast. Oh god, he stinks so bad. Prestidigitation on him, and same for Max.
All
Chirp.
right.
Chirp
Thank you.
will whistle innocently at Max's inquiry and walk away. And I would actually like to look for trinkets while everyone else is inspecting over here. I just want to look for random little things in the gunk.
I'm
Sure.
going to the
Give me an
bag
investigation
of
check.
I'm going to the bag of the person that they were munching on, and I'm not sure if I'm going to cast. Yeah, I'm going to cast Detect Magic first as a ritual.
Roll me a D100.
Ooh.
$59. You find a little wooden mouse figurine that as you pick it up and hold it, it just lightly squeaks, Chirrup.
Ooh.
Nice.
Haboob looks at the mouse and I go,
So, Chirrup, you know what you are now.
What?
You're a tosher. A tosher is someone who scavenges the sewers for valuables.
I am totally okay. Me as a player, I have a thing with trinkets lately. I'm going with it.
They're fun. They're little flavor nuggets for your character.
Well, in my Feywild campaign, my character is actively collecting trinkets for, like, hey, thank you for giving us this gift or helping us, information, whatever. Here's a gift in return, because it's a thing in that campaign. And Chirp's a thievy little rogue, so it makes sense he'd be like picking up random little bits of stuff.
Okay, so there's something I want to do just to make sure before we sit down and rest, to make sure there's nothing else in there. And you said the water's flowing pretty fast?
It's flowing very fast and flowing towards the bottom of the map.
Okay. Oh, it's only within 30 feet.
Is there a waterfall down to the bottom of the map?
Top of the map, you can see the water is pouring downwards from the spillway. So it's sort of fresh, quote unquote, fresh water that is coming in, but this main central area seems to be the nastiest water.
Right.
As you approach the bag, Badme, you can see that it's not a human corpse that was over there. It was another carrion insect that these two were eating that had been killed by what clearly looks like a massive fire blast to you. And you can see there is an empty length of parchment down on the ground next to the backpack. Spilled out of it, you can see there's a set of common clothes, a scattering of gold and silver coins, and what appear to be a couple of tied parchments and a long, thin metal tube with what looks like a keyhole at the top of it.
Okay. Any appearing overtly magical?
The blank parchment looks to you like it probably was a scroll, and from the damage, presumably a scroll of fireball. Nothing else looks immediately magical, but whatever that metal case is clearly looks like it could be a locked scroll tube of some kind or something.
Okay, I will grab that. I will grab the coin. Toss the clothes, if they're in decent cleanliness, to Julius to use as a towel.
We already cleaned them.
But is he dry?
I am never dry. I breathe through my skin.
Ew.
Oh, that's
Your breath
nasty.
must be terrible right now.
It's awful. Thank you.
All right. So the loose parchments, you can see one of them appears to have a list of book titles, which you immediately recognize as the books that were copied and brought to the Okinto Library. There's The Weave, A Practical Observation of Impractical Occurrences, and the memoirs of the Dragon Fighter as well, and then a couple of others that have just been scratched out, which are about the history of Denovar and what appears to be the civic plans of the graveyard there.
I'll be looking over as Batman's reading it. I just want to kind of look over and make some notes of basically what's on them, so we have our own copy in case we have to give these back.
And yeah, the other thing is you unroll it. It's a rough map that shows Brindle and its surroundings, and it details a location that appears to be about a couple of hours ride outside of town, and is labeled with the word Regiarix, which has been circled. So it looks like it's some of the wetlands just outside of Brindle.
Is that where not the one with the lizard folk?
No, that was the Twilight March. This is very close to Brindle. It's just a couple of hours outside of town, it looks like. And then there is an unsigned note that reads, Curious Inc. Once you have secured what you can to aid us in our search, meet with R in the wetlands east of the city along the path. Slay any that discover your work. Do not fail us again. And it's got a stylized J at the end of it.
So do we want to bet what who J is or R? I think we can bet.
Somebody shot JR?
Well, I was going to say it's Gerarla and the dragon. What's it, Regiarix?
Yep.
Because no matter what, these two seem to be involved in all of it. So let's go meet him.
And sorry, they said Denovar. Where is Denovar with respect to Brindle?
Denovar is over here.
Oh.
So it is along the Iron Road, which is where the Grey Patriots and Gerala and her Claw of Tiamat have also been robbing caravans. And it is the largest city in this region. It's a massive trade center where the wealthiest sort of are, but it's also, because it's so far removed, that's why most people treat Brindle as the capital.
Yeah.
Denovar, you said?
Perhaps.
Yeah, no, it's just the
Perhaps.
Captain said I needed to go back to Drellin's Ferry. Okay.
Perhaps if we are actively seeking these Grey Patriots and the Claws of Tiamat, and we have this nice cart, courtesy of our good friend Seymour Sunkiss, we could look like a caravan. And
Don't
perhaps
forget
bait them out.
We also have been asked to help deliver the actual caravan.
Let's go in the opposite direction, correct?
Then we're a convoy.
No, they're heading to Denovar.
Yeah, they're heading to Denovar.
Braden asked you to go with him.
Yeah. Max has
Seymour definitely looks uncomfortable about going to Denovar.
Well, Max has a bit of a conflict because his post is in Drellin's Ferry, and he was in Neiman Gap for the temple dedication, and he sort of chased a series of events all the way to Brindle.
Perhaps we should ask for leave. You are clearly doing good.
Yeah, I'm probably going to have to do that. We'll see.
Well, I think this is time sensitive if Curious Inc. is on his way right now. Because I did... excuse me, when we
Well,
were in
he's
the sewers earlier, how far behind Curious Inc. do I think we are?
You heard the explosions and the blast, so you figured you were probably at most 20 minutes to a half hour behind him. Though now, after fighting these creatures, you can see, I mean, he's bleeding, so
'Cause-
probably hasn't made too much more time.
So
Perhaps we should
saying
just get to the road.
No, saying to the rest of the party, like, if we follow him now, we get to him, we stop him, we replace him with Haboob, who meets with Regiarax. I got to imagine that to every dragon, every Tabaxi looks the same.
Do you think that Haboob of the Red Sands is going to fool the dragon? No offense
will
to
open
him,
his
but
mouth and then close it.
dragons are
This
very
Tabaxi-
smart
this
and
Tabaxi
insightful.
takes no offense. I am a thief, not the infiltrator.
Aha.
Regardless,
so
I do believe we should move now. And he will
you are a thief,
I never denied it.
but you never said it. But now I know,
Uh-huh.
and now you know I know.
But
Uh-huh.
while
Could just
Max
be a
is
thief
talking
of
to
words.
Haboob, damn it.
And now I know about that too.
we should continue now before we begin throwing
Yes, we
accusations at each other. There is little time to catch up to Curious Inc.
And I am going to use, because we're not going to stop, 2 healing legs on myself and 2 on Julius to bring us
My legs left.
back.
Thank you, Seymour Sunkiss.
So 4 for me and 6 for you.
All right. Heading up the stairs, the daylight kind of makes your eyes blink and you hurt a little, and you find yourself not in the nicest of water in these wetlands. It is sort of a gray and joyless marsh that is overshadowed by some stunted yet foreboding trees, and buzzing, biting insects sort of fill the air around you. Most of the area here is knee-deep water with a few patches of dry but somewhat soggy land. And, you can slosh your way through it, but you're not moving quickly. You can hear the sounds of like frogs croaking, splashing water, and there's that stagnant sort of acidic tang of marsh water
Julius,
in your mouth.
what was your familiar's name again?
I will Actually, I sent Athena out to alert the library at the end of last session, or like when the explosion started happening. Would I assume that time has happened, like enough time has passed to resummon her, like that she's probably delivered that message at this point?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I will resummon Athena.
Send her on ahead. That'd be the best bet if we're slowed down by this marsh.
I agree. And I will send my owl up into the air and ahead.
All right. They fly up and forward. Give me a perception check.
And while I still have, because we're almost out of time for this spell, it's only an hour, I'm going to try and find the best path through the swamp.
That is double natural 20s, Patrick.
Yep. You do have a map which leads you along the path, which shows you some sort of dry land. Your owl up in the air does see just off in the distance in a what appears to be a small skiff, a lone figure moving at a decent clip through this knee-high water.
He is ahead of us in a boat. We shall need to make good time.
as we pull off the boat patch.
Oh shit!
We got a boat.
Yeah, I could pull off the boat patch if we wished.
I do not think a single time where that could be useful will be more useful than right now.
Is that
Except
you
we
mean-
don't have a boat patch.
Oh,
Oh shit, that's on my Tuesday game. I've got boat patches. Crap.
why did you suggest a boat patch then? If you don't have one.
Must have been a false memory.
I've got tons of dogs.
Oh, we have bloodhounds.
We could sick the dogs on them.
The dogs are going to have just as hard of a time catching up as we are.
Seymour could make a little boat out of his newspapers.
A newspaper pirate hat, maybe.
While.
I have no spells to help.
Let's keep going. We'll
Yeah.
talk
Yep.
about Bad May's amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat later.
Yep, let's keep hustling. Hooah!
Yeah, along with the map and Seymour's roll, you are able to find as much dry land as you can. And
You say it takes more than 10 minutes?
oh yes,
Well, apparently
you are it's a couple of hours outside of town, so you are continuing to walk and move.
Well, Seymour will be chatting, and everybody's going to get their 7 temporary hit points back.
All right, and you've been walking for a few hours now. The sun is beginning to crest, and it's on its downward ascent. And we're going to take a 5-minute bio break.
Yay!
That was a fun fight. I enjoyed that.
That was.
Says the person who was not immediately knocked paralyzed and dragged into the water.
The man who ran to the bridge first.
Look,
You wanted to get out of the way of everyone, so he stood in the middle of a bridge.
yes. There weren't any on the right side when I did that, to be fair. They were all on the left side.
You know how this game works, though.
They were all on the left side.
Of course, more are coming. They just
Not necessarily.
always are. Whatever. I'll be right back.
And I did not expect it to come from the water.
No one ever does.
No one expects it from a poo water.
So Nabil,
Yo.
have you tried the Diablo Immortal?
Yeah, I was just playing it before we just started over here. I got off early today, so I just tried it. It's actually
So, if you
pretty.
guys have nostalgia for old Blizzard games,
I should tell
let
you,
me tell you.
I'm not going back into World of Warcraft. Well,
Let me tell you. Wrath of the Lich King Classic is coming out later this year.
Yeah, I could never get into WoW. Like, yeah.
Trying to get Ian to do it, but he's got a child and
Hey,
responsibilities.
it is thanks to World of Warcraft that
Exactly.
child exists.
Exactly. So y'all should go play
That
it.
is how Ian and I met. We met on World of Warcraft.
Aww.
So y'all should go play it.
We have a child.
So Ian should come play it.
No.
I mean,
Ian's worried he'll become polyamorous if they go back to World of Warcraft. Hey, it's what he said.
I'll join you in any MMORPG that doesn't require monthly freaking payments.
See, here's the thing about MMORPGs is they all require monthly payments if they're any good.
Star Trek Online doesn't.
I said if they're any good, Lauren.
It's actually okay. Compared to launch, it's picked up very well, and all the newer storylines they've run, -2, have been really good. The production quality on all of them have been really good as well.
I mean, Diablo right now is pretty decent as far as it's still in beta, that's for sure. But right now, I'm trying to play as Necromancer, which is pretty wow.
I
No
love
pun intended.
Necromancer. Diablo 3 and I love To be fair, I've only really played Necromancer and Barbarian, but I love the Necromancer so far.
I mean, I'm actually surprised they came out with a lot more classes. I thought they were only coming out with Barbarian, Rogue, and Wizard. But they actually came out with Necromancer and I forgot there was a fourth class also. I forgot. Yeah, but Necromancer is cool.
Yeah, I tried I got into Diablo 3 and I kind of replayed it and I tried to stick with it just because I wanted to see the season through, right? And get the rewards, but oh my god, it is so much grinding. I
Yeah, I ended up
how
getting
much it was gonna
to
be.
3rd tier, I think.
So, Lauren, World of Warcraft Classic.
I have never gotten into World of Warcraft beyond just the, hey, here's a free 14-day trial.
Oh no, the game doesn't start until your max level. That's when the game actually starts.
Well, most games don't start until your max level.
I mean, I could join you for.
I think Ian and Steph got like 20.
I mean, Star Wars is good. It goes up to it's pretty. Knights of the Republic.
I don't trust BioWare anymore. I can't play that.
I mean, I don't trust the people that made Borderlands 3, but I'm hoarding myself out for a free copy. So yeah.
I actually wound up buying Borderlands 3 and all of the DLC on Steam for like $50 because it was cheaper than going through Epic Games.
So, Tara, have you seen? Speaking of BioWare, have you seen the title for Dragon Age 4?
What's the title for Dragon Age 4? Did it come out?
No.
Did they release it?
They've announced the title.
It's not
Dragon Age Dread Wolf.
Oh right, yes.
We're getting more egg. We're getting more egg.
No.
I'm gonna kill that fucking guy. Solus. Fucking Solus.
That wasn't
Scout Harding was fine.
Wasn't that leaked like last year or something that
Was
the
it?
egg was going to be?
Well, no. In the whole ending of Dragon Age 3 totally puts it on Solus.
Oh, it's great. Yeah.
I mean, the ending.
I didn't play the DLC though.
DLC's amazing. What are you talking about?
I unsubbed from Dragon Age subreddit because I hadn't played the DLC.
Play the DLC now.
All of the DLC for it was good.
I cannot because this laptop can barely run World of Warcraft: The Burning Crusade from 2008.
How about
All right, is everybody back?
Yep. Chris
Mushy,
is
mushy.
very quiet.
I am being very quiet because I'm sitting back and I'm listening to the lovely discussion of games I will never play.
Oh, geez.
So,
Last
Chris,
time-
World of Warcraft class.
Last MMO I played was Lost Ark.
Oh, geez.
Never have, never will.
Yeah, I would recommend staying away from MMOs because they are the devil's game.
This from someone who plays Ark.
I haven't played Ark in a very long time.
But you want to. I know you do.
No, I don't.
All
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
let's get back to the games.
When you have a child, you're not getting back into Ark.
I have to raise babies.
Real life human babies.
Yes, choose life, Ian.
So as you continue along this path, before long, the wetlands that are marked on your map lay before you, dark and foreboding. On the horizon, a large mound rises from the swamp with a gaping black hole in the side. In front of the hole, you see a small campfire dances in the gloom, and you see curled up beside it is clearly what appears to be a tabaxi speaking to what could be a large black dog. But those assumptions quickly melt away as the form unfurls a pair of leathery black wings and its head rises up and its neck cranes towards you before muttering in a strange guttural tone that a few of you recognize in Draconic as, "Ooh, the visitors."
They know we're here.
So it would seem.
Seems to. Could everybody roll initiative, please?
Oh, no.
Oh man,
Patrick, can I ask why this random pillar has an initiative?
You can ask,
Patrick, why does this random pillar have an initiative?
because it's a way of me tracking layer actions.
Ah,
Ah.
clever.
That, although the Tabaxi also got a 20.
Sure did.
oh
But
man.
come on, you have a tabaxi of your own. See me roll this over 20. Come on. I'm going to be patting myself on the back for this.
Me without a flask of alchemist fire.
I am patting myself on the
Our
back for
cat
this.
person's better than your
I-
cat person.
When I do that, I usually hide them on GM layer.
All right. First up is Chirrup, as this dragon raises its head, and you can see as you come forward, it has a couple of scars that are healing up, and it kind of, its eye slits shrink a little bit as it stares and just goes, "Oh, you've got to be kidding me."
Wait, is this the dragon?
It's the one from before, right?
Yep.
Of course it is. It has the same name.
Max is gonna wave.
Hello.
Oh, Chirp is not about to start this shit. How deep is this water?
Knee high, if not a little deeper.
All right, that's it. I'm going over here, spread out a little bit, and I will ready in action to crossbow bolt as soon as someone else hits it. Anybody else attacks it with hostile. I don't care who that person is. It could be a freaking mosquito. If I see something taking a nip out of that thing, I'm firing my crossbow.
All right. Haboob.
All of the fur on my back is standing up. This does not seem right. I don't know if this is a log or if it's a stump. Yeah, I'm gonna hide behind it.
It's a rock with a small bush on top of it.
Okay, I'm assuming it's not a very big rock.
Nope.
What about this one?
It's a little bit larger. You
Okay,
could
so
probably get down into the water and kind of duck down behind it.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. Okay, I'm gonna go underwater.
Yeah, I mean, it watches you do that, so you have cover, but you're not, quote unquote, hidden.
Yeah, and at the same time, I'm just gonna ready in action, same as Chirp. Anything hits the fan, this gets the bolt in its neck. That's it for me.
All right. You see the tabaxi is definitely injured and looks visibly tired, and their left leg is freshly bandaged, but you can see a little bit of blood sort of soaking through, and you can see it looks like he's been wrapping bandages kind of around his hands, where they might have been sort of burned, and you can see some of the fur has been singed off their arms, and they just sort of look at you all and sorry, I thought I would have lost them. Seymour.
All right. And his name was Regiarax?
Regiarax.
Mr. Regiarax, sir, would you have time to give a statement, maybe a short interview before hostilities commence? Just talk to me for a few moments, sir. We're just trying to get a few notes for the paper. Persuasion.
Give me a persuasion check.
Fucker.
You see his head kind of tilt, and he looks and just grins with a massive sort of set of teeth as you speak, and he just says, "Oh, we can talk. I love having frank discussions. What is it you'd like me to say? Other than you're too late, I've already got the information I need, and I'll be taking it to my masters. And here's a quote. You couldn't stop me if you wanted to." And as he rears up, you can see he's wearing some sort of harness with a steel-banded pack across his belly.
Just a few more points about your dastardly plan, sir.
What do you think you know about my little plans?
Well, I'm sure not enough. Maybe you could explain it from the beginning? We gotta get a monologuing.
You're beginning to bore me, newspaper man.
Well, all right, why do you want Tiamat back? How about just that?
He puffs out his chest, and you can see a gaudy bronze amulet hanging around their neck. And you can clearly see it is the 5 sort of claws of Tiamat. And he just says, "She is imprisoned against all natural laws. She deserves to be freed."
And then Seymour's writing that down. Yes, good. I guess I've talked a lot.
Yep. And they will almost leap and land on their 4 legs, like almost like a cat, and kind of faint, moving forward. And spits just a little bit of acid towards you, Chirrup, but not a full stream, and just kind of chuckles and laughs. He says, "You not so brave without a ballista in front of you." That takes us to Badme.
Right. Badme, reading the room, will
We'll run.
She's gonna. Okay, I need to adjust my position here, literally and figuratively.
It's a black dragon.
I'm going to slowly backpedal without trying to gain any recognition on me. Meanwhile, I'm going to hold a cantrip, particularly Ray of Frost, if the shit hits the proverbial fan.
Which it will.
Yeah.
I believe we were in a rural setting, so it's the midden hits the windmill.
Sure.
All right. That takes us to Molly.
Okay. I am... So the thing on her back that strap? Or that can I study both the amulet and the harness? What was it on her back? On their back?
It's not on their back. It's a harness with a steel banded pack on their belly, but
Okay.
around their neck is a symbol of Tiamat.
Is there a way I can like study both to become intimately familiar with it?
I would say you could study one or the other at this point. Which one would you like to choose?
I'll go with the amulet.
All right. Yeah, from where you are and with your dark vision, you can certainly see it, and they were showing it off proudly. So yeah, it is a very large bronze amulet with the 5 claws around it.
Okay. Okay, good. Would that be my action to do that?
I would say yes, if you're really going to study it.
Okay, so I will.
Give me a perception check.
God damn it!
Yeah, you've
I
got
guidance
sighted.
myself.
Yeah, you could have guidance yourself.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
It's
It's over
11.
10.
Yeah, you've definitely seen it. You know what this symbol is. You've seen it in other places. So that is your action. You still have your movement and a bonus action.
I am going to try and hide in some like shrubbery over here, trying to not be in a in an easily clumped together formation for this thing.
All right. Yeah, you just kind of spread out, and you can see he is tracking your movement and just kind of chuckling and occasionally like fainting as if he's about to spring, but then just kind of pulls back and giggles almost.
All right, and I will have my shield up.
All right, Maximilian.
Hey, how's it going? Listen, do I feel like if I walk up this bridge, he's just gonna meet like do I feel like he's ready in an action, like he's waiting to pounce on something? Or
He's been fainting and looking. You're not quite sure. I mean, he's obviously playing with you, but
yes,
you don't know exactly what their trigger will be.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna walk out into the bridge a little bit, and I'm gonna be I'll stop about there, and I'll be like, "Listen, Reggie RX, can I call you Reggie?"
No.
All right, cool. Reggie, listen. We understand. You have a complaint to file. Sure, it's against the Lords of Avernus, but you feel there's a wrongful imprisonment case here. I mean, clearly imprisonment on the Abyss would be way better than in the Hells. Clearly. But what do you really hope to accomplish here? You're gonna use what? The Pool of Radiance to bring Tiamat back? Is that what you're gonna do? Doesn't seem like
don't even know the game you're playing, do you?
Honestly, usually don't have to know that playing with powers that one scarcely understands seems to be a bad idea. I mean, look at our friend Curious Ink over here. He tried to he tried to use a minor magic item that he barely understood, and look what happened to him.
He is a mindless lackey, but my plan worked flawlessly.
I sort of lean my head out towards Ink, and I go, what do you feel about that? The whole mindless lackey thing.
You can give me an insight check.
Seems like kind of a mean comment, don't you think?
Max is worm tonguing him, bringing him over to our side again.
You can see Curious Ink's shoulders kind of slump. I would say you think you could probably convince Curious Ink that a new line of work would be advisable.
Yeah, listen. As much fun as cults are, I just had this conversation the other day with another lovely member of was it the Closet Tiamat?
Yep.
Yeah, another lovely member of your organization. All's well and good, and then Jarala sleeps with your wife and makes you drink poison, and you're farming a bean field for 3 months straight. Like, you don't want this.
You don't even know who the real players are in this game. Sad cousin.
I mean, hey, I'm personally willing to network. Let's trade contact information. You go first.
Jarala's heretic. You don't even know who the real powers are. Funny. You really are beginning to tire me. That takes us to Julius.
Julius is going to step forward. Excuse me, Regiarix. Might I ask you a question?
You just did.
Might I ask you several more questions? You are
They better be interesting.
you are a young dragon, correct?
I am a young adult dragon, thank you.
Relatively speaking, I mean. You have many, many, many years ahead of you.
More than you.
Almost certainly.
Yours can be counted in minutes.
As far as I am aware, my kind lived hundreds of years, nothing compared to a dragon. But I have a question. Do young dragons not typically have smaller hordes than older dragons?
Hordes are to be gained over time, yes. Your fancy items will make a very good start for me.
Would it not be more advantageous to you to wait to return Tiamat to this mortal plane until you yourself have a much larger horde to offer her?
You mistake greed. Not all of us have the same goals. Mere fortunes can be collected any time once the queen has been freed.
Can I insight that in any way? Like, do I think he's being truthful about his lack of desire to build personal?
Sure, give me an insight check.
$15.
Seems genuine. I mean, clearly he's got an amulet that he is identifying through this. And, he will say, I am very well paid to serve as courier and enforcer. You don't need to worry about my horde.
Who could pay so much as to obtain the services of a young adult dragon like yourself?
Oh, the great Azarkul is the real leader.
I
will
recognize
soon be under his boot.
Do I recognize that name?
Not at all.
Write that name
boy.
down.
I appreciate the information, Regiarix. You are very kind.
You won't live to take that anywhere. This bores me to tears. And that takes us to top of the round, Chirrup. You can see he is beginning to tense up.
Alrighty. So let's go ahead and shatter.
Excellent.
I mean, if you move it up a few feet, we want to save him now, don't we?
Well, he has. Oh. He hasn't been very threatening to us, and it seemed like we were trying to get him on our side. So Chirp's not too sure about him right now, so we're
Good
going to give him the
choice.
benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, that is a 14, which succeeds. So he
Yeah.
takes 4 thunder damage.
And then I will bardically inspire Max. I can do that as a bonus action, right?
Yes.
Yes, bonus action, bardic inspiration to Mr. Maximilian.
All right.
And clarification question: if I was to use one of my vials of poison to coat my arrow, that would be an action, right?
Yes.
Thought so. Thank you.
That takes us to Haboob. Haboob, Chirrup has made the first attack.
Am I able to tell? I mean, I know I'm like hiding behind this big stone and everything. Am I able to tell what this guy's reaction is?
Nope, you're ducked behind a stone. You're not watching.
Okay, I'm not watching. Okay, so I come up again, and I'm assuming that I can see the dragon getting hurt from Chirrup's attack, so I'm gonna join in.
Looks more annoyed than hurt.
So what I'm going to do is ready in action, so if any of my allies come into contact with the enemy, boom, headshot. So, yeah.
All right. With that, swarming up, out and around all of you is a massive cloud of insects. I need everyone to give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
I assume Molly and I are safe.
That is
Yep.
correct.
Whee!
We are trying to spread out.
You all take 10 points of piercing damage as these insects swarm around and bite into your flesh.
Does this trigger my
including
held
Athena.
action?
Yep.
Athena's way up in the air, Patrick. She doesn't stay near the ground.
This is a massive. Well, I mean, how far off the ground are they?
Presumably like 40 to 50 feet, because they can fly.
Yeah.
Yeah, diagonally down if they need to give the help action.
All right. Mark what their height is at this point, though.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, at this point, your held action will go off. Though, actually, no, because it wasn't. It's a lair action. Yep, your held action goes off. That hits. All right. The tabaxi will duck backwards this way. That takes us to Seymour.
All right, and I'm gonna get out of this cloud. Bugs! Why is it always bugs? Bugs! I'm gonna step back here. And we never had a short rest between before and now, right?
Correct.
All right, so I have no hex. So just that.
That hits for 10 force damage. You step out of the swarm of insects and blast away and catch the dragon sort of on its shoulder, and it just kind of snarls as you strike it.
Not too late. You could be like my deep throat.
You'll be deep in my throat.
Ooh!
People with the
And he
Are we
is
not-
going
Phrasing.
he is going to land, snap out at you, Seymour.
Hey.
That is a 16 to hit.
Yep.
You take 16 piercing damage.
I am unconscious.
And then he is going to bite at you, Molly.
Christ.
That is a 17 to hit.
Damn it!
You take 17 piercing damage and 3 acid damage.
20 total. Great.
Yep. Haboob, your held action will go off.
Yay.
He is right beside you, so you will have disadvantage on your attack.
Oh, disadvantage.
Oh, double nat ones.
I got it out of my system.
Roll me a d20, please.
Oh God, no, please. Shit.
All right, that is an effect. Roll me a d10.
I'm sorry, everyone. Whatever comes up.
Okay, your vision is split. You attack the closest ally in sight.
Molly.
Yep. So roll an attack on Molly.
Oh no.
Damn it, Haboob! We're supposed to defeat the bourgeoisie together.
I'm here for the poor people's pocket.
$17 hits.
Oh God.
Actually, no. Roll again. You'll have disadvantage because you have an enemy within 5 feet of you.
Oh, thank God. Please come up less than 10. Oh, Jesus.
Wow. Okay, roll your damage.
Oh,
5 piercing damage, Molly, as you are struck by Haboob's magical arrow.
Almost down. This is great for the healer.
And then, much like a graceful animal, they will fly back, and they have 20 more feet of movement, so they can fly, and they are now about 20 feet up in the air there. Haboob and Molly, you will get attacks of opportunity.
Did you factor in the reduced movement speed for my spell?
Yep. That's why it's 70 instead of 80.
It's still
It's
disadvantage.
not a lot, but it's something.
Something.
It's still disadvantage?
No, because they are now no longer right next to you.
Nice.
18 just hits. And Molly, your attack?
All right.
Kick it in the dick.
Show some pride, man. Unfortunately, you swing wide, Molly, as you are still reeling from Haboob shooting you. That takes us to Badme.
Okay then. How high off the ground is he?
About 20 feet.
Okay, and we're 50 feet away from him.
Oh, hang on. He's got one more attack, so. That was a 25 to hit you, Haboob, for 12 slashing.
Ooh.
Lesser Restoration.
Sorry, I meant to just read the block. Ignore that.
No worries.
Alright, I'm going to Firebolt because it's kind of the best thing I got at the moment.
Sounds good. 13 just dodges to the side and it fires wide.
And I mean, I kind of want to back up a bit, but there's no more map to do it on.
You can just say it.
Okay, I move back a good 15, 20 feet. 20 feet.
All right.
20 feet, yeah.
Molly.
Oh boy. Okay, so Haboob is afflicted with.
Oh, he just missed. That was just a natural one.
No, but he's currently under what?
There's a swarm of insects around him.
But he was compelled to do something?
He rolled a natural 1, and that was on the critical fail table.
Oh, okay, so doesn't have a condition. All right, so I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on Seymour.
All right.
Arise in solidarity!
Every breath will never die.
Yeah!
Any
And
movement, any bonus action?
I will try and drag Seymour, I can't drag Seymour. That would be my action. But I'm gonna try and get further back. Well, I'm gonna. All right, I'll be right. You know what? I'll stay next to Seymour. I'm just gonna do my best to hide in this bush.
Sounds good. And coming out of the water next to you, Chirrup, is a lizard folk.
What?
We're gonna be killed by
better be
lizard
coming
folk
to help
And a
us.
again.
second one.
They're coming to help us, right? Right?
This guy. Pop up out of the water there.
This is our SEAL Team 6, right?
Dash to there. So the one next to you, Chirrup, will throw a javelin. Actually, no, they're going to run up and try and stab you with their javelin.
Nope, not helping us. Not helping us.
That is an 18 to hit for 5 piercing. And then they try and bite you, but that is a 6. This guy will throw a javelin at you, Haboob.
Oh, boy.
That is a 23 to hit for 7 piercing damage. The other guys had to dash, so they cannot do anything. Takes us to Maximilian.
Okay, that's a problem. I'm going to step out of the cloud of insects. There. And I'm going to... What do I got here? Best option right now. God only knows if this is even going to hit. 15.
15 does not hit.
All right. So
Yeah, your javelin sails wide.
All right, cool. And this guy up here is going to probably close with me at some point. So I am going to get up to him.
All right. You splash down in the water. It's only up to your knees, so you are able to move up to him.
All right.
That takes us to Julius.
Oh boy. I do not have the tools for a fight like this. Not yet.
Do you have the tools to get out of the cloud of insects?
Is the cloud of insects persisting, or is it like a once thing?
It's persisting.
Okay. I can definitely do that. And I will.
And you should.
And I should. Can I angle web to hit those two gentlemen and not Chirrup?
I would think so. Attached to the tree?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would think so.
I will do that. So on their turn, they'll have to do dex saves. And then I will move here. Draw. Yeah. Yeah, like that. Very least, hopefully, help Chirrup out.
Appreciate it.
That'll be it for Julius.
All right. Top of the round, Chirrup. You have just seen a web descend, covering the two lizard folk that are near you. You are still in this swarm of biting insects. One of these lizard folk is right up on you. What would you like to do?
Step over here. I want to try and push him deeper into the web if that's possible. Cause fuck you and the dragon you rode in on.
Sure, give me an athletics check. Try and shove him.
Oh, I was going to thunderwave him to try and shove him.
Oh, yeah, that'll probably work. That is a 9. He takes the 15 damage and is blasted back 15 feet.
Excellent. Deeper into the web. Yes. And how deep is this water here?
To you, it comes up to about hip level for him. It's only, knee high to Max, so just higher to you.
Okay.
It's just difficult terrain if you run through it. You're not gonna drown or anything.
Okay, I will do that and just start making my way to the other side. So that's 5, 10, 10, 15, 20, 25. I think that's pretty much all I can do with my movement.
All right. Takes us to Haboob. Sorry, any bonus action?
No, I want to hang on to my Bardic for a little bit longer, and that's really the only bonus action I have right now.
All right.
So, I am almost out. If I didn't do anything.
You should be out of the insects cloud.
That is true. I'm just trying to navigate a particular passage just to see if it's possible. First I step out. Okay, and then I want to. Would I be able to use a small stone over here to use as a stepping stone to jump from where I am to this stone to the bridge?
Give me an acrobatics check.
Okay.
Yeah, you are able to leap from the rock over to the bridge itself.
So we'll be over here to here and then 29 feet. Just round it up 30 over here. And then I'm going to use... Well, I can't use anything else. I'm just going to use... my feline agility to get as much distance as I can from this area.
Sure. Where do you want to move to?
25. Nope. Right here. Well, sorry, let me rewind that. I'm not going through the bonfire. I completely did not.
As you pass the end of the bridge there, you leave his area and he's going to try and bite you.
Okay.
That is a critical hit for 11 piercing damage.
I'm down, so yeah, I'll be back over here.
You're 0? Okay.
He's unconscious. Seeing that, this guy's going to charge over to there.
You could make better decisions, my friend.
I don't think so.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
We got a cultist.
Torm's sake.
And scimitar in one hand, dagger in the other, slices towards the lizard folk, misses with the first attack, hits with the second, and then comes around on the side and stabs him just under the arm for a mixture of slashing and piercing damage. And this lizard folk is starting to look bloodied.
Oh, he's joining our side?
You do not kill my brother. That takes us to the lair action. A circle of darkness encompasses Molly, Seymour, and Julius. Just pure blackness. That takes us to Seymour. You are prone on the ground, but you are conscious. But everything is dark.
All right, I'm going to stay low in this bush, but keep moving to the right until I get out of the darkness, and then I'm gonna fire at the dragon and then hide in the bush.
All right, so you use half your movement to stand up.
I'm not standing up. I'm just crawling forward 5 feet.
Okay. Yeah, your spell fires wide.
Yep. And I will lay low in this bush.
All right. That takes us to Regiarix. They will land here.
Oh, really?
So a comment on how things are going. I look up and say from the bush.
Swimmingly.
Do you mind if I get this story back to town first?
That is a 24 to hit you for 12 slashing, Seymour.
Oh yeah, down.
And Chirrup and Max, you see the dragon then basically grasp Seymour's body and basically start picking his coin purse, and you can see
Really?
he takes the hat that Seymour has been wearing and just tucks it into his chest pouch as well. And you can't see this, Julius, but you hear Regiarix say, "I told you you would offer me fine gifts for my horde." And he will take to the sky again.
I shout at him in Draconic, "That is really petty. That is beneath you."
He just giggles and looks at you. That takes us to Badme.
How much gold?
All you had.
Oh, it's only 120.
Jeez, twice in a week.
Yeah, that's happened like twice in 2 days.
How high off the ground is he?
He is now 25 feet off the ground.
Okay, and how tall is this bubble of darkness?
It is 15 feet.
So, from where I am, he's 70
see him.
feet away. I
Yeah.
can see him. But I can't do what I wanted to do from there. I need to... If I move 10 feet closer, would I still have an angle on him?
I think so.
Okay, so I will do that. No, 10 feet off the map. And he said he was 25 feet above the earth?
Yes.
Okay. Where is it here? I aim to get this so that the top edge of the cube catches him as I cast Fairy Fire.
All right.
Please roll horribly.
That is a 19.
That is a success. What about the lizard folk? Because it is
that
a
is a
20-foot
7.
cube. That is a glowing lizard folk.
What color does he glow?
Purple,
Bloop.
of course.
From far, far away, from another dimension, you hear, "It should have been hot pink, my friend."
Nah, everything with Badmay's purple.
And
always
so
do.
you've moved 10
Or-
feet. You still have 20 feet of movement. Would you anything else you'd like to do?
Yeah, I'm going to actually. I move 10 feet. I'm going to move to this actual position
All right.
using the bubble as cover.
Sounds good. Molly, you're in the dark.
I am in the dark. I would have known Seymour went this way. Can
No,
I hear?
You couldn't see anything with Seymour. You have no idea where he went. You know he's probably in trouble because he stopped talking.
I was talking to the dragon 5 feet to her right, and then he
Right.
smushed me.
Yeah, but she doesn't know which direction you went into.
Even with my hearing.
Yeah, like he's been talking his ass off.
Yeah.
All right, can I? So how are we going to do this? Do you want me to roll? Because I want to find Seymour.
No, you can
and
you
heal
can
him.
move. You can move whatever direction you want. You heard him speaking off in. You know he's off to one side, but yeah, I would say you wouldn't know if it was a straight line or a diagonal or anything like that.
Yeah, can I come out here?
Yeah.
Okay, so I am going to cast, and I also take a look, and I can see Haboob's also down.
Yeah, with your passive, I would say yes.
I'm going to Healing Word of Haboob and cast Spare the Dying on Seymour.
All right.
And, alright, so Healing Word. You guys know I only have so many spell slots.
Sorry, what's the spell slot?
Ah!
I believe you know them as smite slots. Smite slots.
Oh.
Yeah, the things used for smites.
All right. Any more movement, Molly?
No, I am staying down. I am thinking about, honestly, my character's thinking about just grabbing Seymour and GTFOing.
All right. So the two that are in the web. That is a 5. And that is a critical success, so one of them does get out. This guy is absolutely stuck, though. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He can get to Badme. That is a 6 with his javelin, and a 23 for 5 piercing with his bite as he chomps down on you, Badme.
Hasn't broke the temporary hit points.
This glowing purple one is going to go after you, Maximilian. That is an 8, which misses,
Mm-hmm.
and a 7, which misses. Your new shiny armor comes in handy.
It does.
This guy is going to charge to Molly. He has a spiked shield that he is going to try and hit you with. That is a 23 to hit for 7 piercing damage. And then he has a club. That is a 12, which does not hit.
Okay, good.
Takes us to Maximilian.
Okay, Haboob is not immediately dying in my immediate presence, so I might be able to concentrate on the dragon here. The lizard folk is not hurt, but he is glowing a lovely
Correct.
shade of purple.
Oh no, he's hurt because Curious Ink slashed him, and then stabbed him with a dagger.
Yeah. Look over, like, you got him, right? He's glowing.
Sure.
Man, have confidence in your abilities.
You can see he looks exhausted and injured.
I believe in you.
I
Unfortunately,
nearly
can't-
blew my fucking self up, both with a horn and then with a fireball.
Oh, come on. Every wizard does this at least once.
I'm not a wizard.
I have never done this, Maximilian.
You're not helping. Look, you'll be fine. All right. I'm trying to determine the best course of action here. Now that Haboob doesn't need me to save him. This guy's almost certainly got an amazing strength saving throw. Although you say he's only 25 feet up, right?
Correct.
Fantastic. I believe I have a 30-foot cone.
Gonna let loose the thunder?
No, I'm gonna let loose something even more exotic.
The lightning
Oh.
javelin.
Nice.
Oh no, he already threw that away.
Yeah, I gotta go dig that out of the swamp. So my friend the lizard folk here and Regiarix both have to give me strength saving throws. That's Shield Master. Why did that go?
Yeah, I don't know what.
I was confused.
There you
like,
go.
You're not goddamn.
but you were using your fancy breath.
It's a 15-foot cone.
15-foot cone. All right. Well, I guess I'm only doing it for. Oh, he's 25 feet in the air, isn't he?
Yes.
Son of a bitch. Also, my breath weapon is a 15-foot cone. You know what? Actually, I have a different idea. I'm going to stay back here to not do that, and I am going to cast a different thing. I'm going to cast Guiding Bolts at Regiarix. Nat 20!
Ooh, a natural 20 for 31 radiant damage.
Fantastic! All
Yeah.
right, well, A, fuck you, and B, the next attack roll made against this target before the end of my next turn has advantage.
Yeah, you see Maximilian rear back like he's about to release his breath, and instead this radiant energy explodes from him. And you can see Regiarix has gone from laughing as this blast hits him and, leaves him sort of dazed and he's glowing, to looking a little bit stunned.
All right.
Any movement?
I am staying right here because my good friend Curious Inc. Sure, he's committed some minor acts of murder, but 10 years in a cell will do wonders for his disposition.
Julius, you are completely blind.
Yes, I'm going to pick a direction and move in it.
Don't pick south. That'll be complicated.
Looking like south until I leave the darkness.
All right, so yeah, you eventually, after 15 feet, you are out of the darkness.
And then I will move, I guess, 15 more feet to the east to try and get line of sight to him. Or do I just see him flying above 25 feet up?
You would have to go, if you're right next to this dome, you would not see him, you wouldn't have line of sight. But I said if you just went 30 feet straight back, I'd say you'd have line of sight.
All right, so I'm 30 feet south of the map.
Yep.
And I will take a firebolt at him. Because that is my only offensive ability.
All right, roll your attack.
It's a 20 for 9 fire.
Why do you have advantage? Oh, because he's glowing. Yeah, that
Why
hits
do I have advantage?
Yes.
Dude, that was a natural 20.
That hits for 9 fire damage. So you strike him from behind, and his neck kind of snaps around at you.
We could have solved this amicably, Regiarix.
Top of the round takes us to Chirrup.
Scamper, scamper, scamper. 25, and then 30 just kind of end right there. How hurt is he looking?
He's looking moderately hurt.
Okay.
He's definitely looking upset at this point.
All right. Nobody steals from Seymour but me, so boom goes the dynamite again.
I love that attitude.
That is oh no, that's the lizard folk.
Wow.
8 damage ain't bad.
That is an 18 on the save. Oh no, actually, that was the lizard folk. He rolls a 12. He takes the full 16.
Yes.
Even better.
And then bonus action, I will whistle out and bardically inspire Molly because I have this. So Molly and Max, keep this in mind with your bardic inspirations. You get a d6 oomph to any spell that deals healing or damage.
Ooh, okay. That's what
If
I'm
you
going to use to
use-
save my ass.
If you use it for that, though, then that uses your bardic inspiration. You can't use it for anything else, but that is
That's
an option
fine.
for you guys.
It's an extra thing you can use it for.
Yep.
Haboob, you are prone on the ground, but you are back to consciousness.
I am.
You have a
So-
glowing lizard folk in front of you, and you see, as you come to, a surprisingly injured-looking dragon above you.
This tabaxi would be the one to bring you down, and I use cunning action to disengage and
All right.
back out up to this. No, wait. Yeah, I think I would go about as far. Yeah, and then I try and take a shot at the lizard folk that's next to Mac.
All
Advantage.
right. You have advantage.
Sweet.
24 hits.
12.
12 is more than enough. You take him out.
And that's it for me.
All right. The tabaxi stands firm where he is, kind of holding his position.
See? He died before you even took a swing at him. That's how good you are.
And the swarm of insects comes buzzsawing around again. I need Badme, Julius, Molly, and Seymour.
I'm 30 feet off the map.
Oh, that's correct.
And I'm seeing the darkness bubble that
Yeah.
doesn't hit
What?
any of us.
Yeah, darkness. Hello, darkness, my old friend.
All right, so Julius, you are not there. But the rest of you are. This lizard folk has to save as well. So I need Constitution saving throws, please.
I think that's just a death save for me, isn't it?
If you take damage.
No. I cast Spare the Dying on you. You're...
Yeah,
If
but
he-
he's still at 0 hit points.
If he takes damage, then he starts making death saving
Yeah,
throws.
Yeah.
then that would be his next turn.
Yep. So the lizard folks fails.
I can use my that inspiration right now, can I, Turret?
If you cast a spell.
Well, you
Or
have
it's
on her
inspiration.
saving throw that she failed.
Generally.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, yes.
Well, no, this is. Yep.
Save those.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a
you can
bardic
use-
inspiration die, so yes.
Okay, so that makes it into a 16. Does that mean I pass?
Yes, you take 5 piercing damage.
Ah, I'm still down!
Did I pass?
Yes, you did.
14.
5 piercing damage. Oh, actually, no. Success is a 15, so you take a full 10, Badme.
Okay. And concentration check. No longer glowing.
The guy, he was dead anyway.
Oh, then. Oh well, whatever.
His body is no longer glowing.
Seymour, give me a death save, please.
Wouldn't that be next turn? This is his damage?
This is his next turn.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh wait, how do I roll DM? /R.
/ WGM. Or /GM roll.
All right. Maximilian, you see Regiarix swing around, unfurl his wings, rear back, and just say, I have had enough of you and your insolence. And you, traitor. And there is a blast of, acidic bile that sprays toward you and Curious Inc. I need dexterity saving throws, please.
Okay. This is not going to be great. Yep, 5.
Do a flip.
Oh, wait. Hold
Shield Master.
Shield Master.
on.
You absolutely want to use your reaction for this. It's just evasion.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's worth it.
All right. Well, I'll do that then.
All right. Yeah, that means you take 24 acid damage,
Okay. Sorry. Give me a second. I'm recalculating some hit points.
and the tabaxi next to you just melts in a pile of skin and bones. And Regiarix turns and flies 80 feet.
80 feet, which direction?
Off to the east. So he's an extra 20 feet off the map here.
And we
damn
only
it.
got Seymour's gold.
And my hat.
So he's 85 feet away from you currently, Haboob. That takes it to Badme.
All right. How injured is the lizard folk next to me?
He took the same insect damage you did. He's looking pretty hurt.
Okay. Hopefully this will work. I'm going to try and firebolt him to the face.
Misses.
All right. Can I see Molly?
Yes.
In that case, she gets a get up. you
Ooh, actually, no, you can't. It's lightly it's lightly obscured. You can still see it.
fool. Spell slot gives her 6 healing.
You!
Any
And
movement?
no, I'm going to stand my ground. If I hit,
Constitution
I
saving?
would have.
Oh, actually, no.
Oh no, sorry. Oh yeah. I'll
you're in
step
the
out of the
insects.
cloud. I'll
Yeah,
step out.
of the cloud.
Yeah, I'll step out of the cloud and move here.
Sounds good. Molly, you come to.
I am going to unload a
You are currently prone on the ground and still in this swarm of insects.
That's fine. I am going to unload a healing word unto myself at level 2.
All right. You heal for 9.
9 total, and then I'm going to spend the rest of my turn backing away from this little lizard folk.
There is a cloud of insects you're in.
I know, I'm getting out of the cloud of insects too. I don't want to have an attack of opportunity from the lizard folk.
And Seymour's also in the cloud of insects.
I know.
Which way are you going?
Oh. So 5, 10, 15, 20.
Really, you can only move 10 feet without getting this guy's ire.
Yeah, you've only got 15 feet of movement.
Oh,
And
right.
You don't
'Cause
want to move away.
You have to stand
from
up. You've got to move. You can circle around him and get to there without taking an attack of opportunity, and that puts you out of the insects.
Okay, I'll go to here then. That'll at least get me out of the insects. And then I at least will have my action. Because I have my shield up. I will do Sacred Flame. I'll do Sacred Flame on the one in the insects, I guess.
All right.
Because I can't attack you to use Sacred Flame on the one in front of me right now, right? Because that's melee.
No, you can with Sacred Flame.
Okay, good. Sacred Flame to the one in front of me then.
That is a natural 20, unfortunately, on their dex save.
Alright, that's the end of my turn.
All right. That is the lizard folk. This guy in the web. Still stuck. That is a 4. He can't do squat. This guy is going to move into there. You will get an attack of opportunity, Badme.
Son of a!
Yeah, does not hit. Swimming back into the water, he is just going to throw a javelin at you. That is a 12, which does not hit. And so you can swim another 5 feet that way. This guy is going to stab it. Oh no, he's got the spiked shield. That is a 23 to hit for 4 piercing on you, Molly. And that is a 9 to hit on a bite, so he misses. But then he is going to start heading out into the water as they see the dragon fleeing. You will get an attack of opportunity, Molly.
Attacks of opportunity have to be melee. I can't use a spell.
Correct. Unless you have the feat.
I do not.
"21 hits for 2 bludgeoning damage.
Sorry, that took a little longer. I'm holding the bit back.
No worries. That takes us to Maximilian. You can see this lizard folk is stuck. The other 2 look like they are starting to retreat as they just watched you guys get sprayed with acid and then the dragon seemingly flee.
Okay. I'm going to... I guess I'm going to step away from Curious Ink then. Which is unfortunate because I thought he really had a lot of potential. And this... If I go through the water, that's half speed, right?
Yes.
Okay. So... I can get to about there if I take the bridge. And this cloud of insects is still there, right?
Yes.
Okay. I can't reach Seymour. And if I go through the cloud of insects, I'm going to get hit. So I'm gonna wade into the water.
All right. Are you going to dash?
I guess I'm gonna have to, yeah. Means I can get to about there.
All right.
Yeah.
Julius, so you are 30 feet off the map.
I'm going to go 30 feet to the right and assume I'm still on land.
Yes.
And then I'm going to throw a firebolt at the dragon.
Ooh, all right. Roll your attack.
Natural 1. Of the 60 20s I rolled this session, that is the second natural 1.
Roll me a d20, please.
It's an 18.
Okay. Roll me a d10, please.
That's a 6.
You drop. As you are stepping through, you stumble over Seymour, and you drop all your sort of non-weapons and armor, so your pack kind of spills out across the ground in front of you.
I'm 30 feet south of Seymour, but okay, I would do that on the just random.
Oh yes, you
stump.
just stumble. Yeah, you trip over a loose stump. So, but other than that, no ill effects.
All
But
right,
your
I guess
firebolt, does go very wide. But that takes us to Chirrup.
Tara,
People, I'm still here. Just people down, or
Seymour is.
Seymour is down. Do I see Seymour?
He's at the
Seymour's
bottom of the
always
map.
down.
I see less.
Yeah, we're gonna crap, where was I? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, let's end it there. I will pop a healing word. I forgot. I accidentally closed my browser. Healing word. Get you up.
Thank you.
Welcome. That was my bonus action. And we'll just, light crossbow. That guy.
All right.
I hit light crossbow. Why didn't it pop up? There.
There
There it is.
Oh.
Oh, 9 unfortunately just splashes into the water.
Womp womp. That's it for me.
All right. Haboob. This guy is currently
Mhm.
restrained and tangled up in the web. The other 2 lizard folk look like they are starting to flee along with the black dragon.
Okay, and the dragon is still 80 feet away from where I am?
He is an extra 20 feet off the map. So he's 80 feet away from you, yes.
Perfect.
Just within minimum range.
Just within minimum range, so I am going to take one last shot at it. So this is going to be...
You aiming?
Haboob, I will say, as you are aiming, you stand and look, and you can see stuck in like his hindquarter is a blast mark from the last time you did this. Because you're not actually firing arrows, but I'll say there is a mark that you can spot.
And that's going to be my bullseye mark. And yes, I'm using steady aim. Advantage.
23 hits.
Oh, I wish I had this poisoned.
It means you get your sneak attack, though, which can mean a lot of damage.
Unfortunately, I don't get a sneak attack unless it's 20.
You had advantage within your short range.
Yeah.
You were in your short range. You got it.
Okay.
He's got 48 hit points left, so I don't think you can do that much.
Yeah, but
No,
Oh.
but
Damn.
You crit.
I want to piss it off for next time. That's for sure.
That is
crit
11.
wouldn't have killed him.
And as soon as it hits, makes contact with his butt, I'm hoping it turns around and looks at me, and I give it the British middle finger. Back with
All
the-
right.
That's it.
Yeah, even if you crit with max damage, he would not have killed it.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Curious Ink does nothing on his turn except melt a little bit more into the water.
No chance of bringing him back at all?
Oh, God, no.
Very no.
9th level spells, you know.
He is.
If you could find a piece of him, maybe. There's no layer action. It fades off. Seymour.
Dragon's still within range, right?
Yep, he is 75 feet away from you.
Then blasty, we still might be able to take him down.
$17 does not hit.
Boo.
Any movement, any bonus actions?
I'll stand up, and brush myself off, and done.
All right, he is going to dash. That is 160 feet that he disappears up off into the night sky as the sun is setting. And they are gone.
No,
Batman.
he's not gone yet.
He is up in out of the darkness. He is out of your line of sight, is what I am saying. Unless you have a way to see through darkness and clouds.
No, but I can pick a spot in his flight path and try like hell.
Sure.
That's probably gonna hit.
You can't see him, so it's disadvantage, but yeah. 320 feet, that will hit for 4 piercing. You hear just somewhere off in the sky just a little...
5.
Oh yeah, 5.
I mean, it's a waste of a nat 20, but damn does it feel good.
Yep. Molly.
Still got some lizard folk.
Yep, it's the Sacred Flame on that's lizard folk.
That is an 8, which fails.
Is he dead?
He is. He disappears in a white sheet of radiant fire and is gone.
All right, and then okay, who should I healing word? Seymour or Max?
Probably Seymour.
All right, I will do my last cure, or not cure wounds. My last healing word on Seymour.
Okay, thank you.
All right. This lizard folk drops under the water and swims. This guy cannot get out of the web. That is an 8. Maximilian.
I don't have a lot of things to do here. Oh, I know what I can do. I will reach over and lay on hands Molly for 10 hit points.
Thank you, Seymour.
The name is Maximilian.
Max, sorry, I'm tired.
I know we do look alike, though.
Yes.
They might even be brothers.
I've been meaning to ask about that, Seymour. You were present at a lot of family functions when I was younger.
Any more movement? Any bonus actions?
No, I've got. I'll pop over to here, I guess, because this lizard folk might break out and decide to charge us.
I will say at this point, you can see he's just given up after 3 serious attempts, and he just sort of looks up and is like, slay me. This is shameful.
Okay,
Takes us to Julius.
Ooh, do I speak Draconic? I do. Julius is going to step forward. We'll say, like, to actually this square. And say in common, we should take him alive. He may have the information that Curious ain't lost. And then just ready in action to firebolt him should he break free.
All right. At this point, I'm going to take you guys out of combat. He is defeated after those 3 attempts and seeing everybody else flee and that he is left on his own.
And Seymour will pat the top of his head and look a little upset, and then start patting his coat and look panicked for a moment until he has this relieved look on his face as he pulls out the flask and takes a drink.
You have curious priorities, my friend.
It comes
helps
from,
with the journalism.
it comes from always having money.
Seymour Sunkist, he stole approximately 2/3 of a year's worth of wages from you. For an
Yeah,
average person.
pat in my pockets. Yeah, that's unfortunate, but I mean, money's just money, right?
He'll
It's not
find
like
it in the
money's
cushions
hard
of
to
his
get.
wagon.
Sorry, what was that?
He'll find it in the cushions of his wagon.
Absolutely. I'll look over to Molly and just sort of raise an arch brow and go, the proletariat.
Yes, the proletariat.
And I'll go back over to our dear departed Curious Inc., who I would feel more sorry for, except for he was a murderer and not great. And I will very carefully pick my way through his belongings, see if he's got a.
Maybe put some baking soda on that first.
Do you have any
Perhaps-
baking soda?
You find the really only thing that survived appears to be a very nice bone scroll case.
I crack out the pearl and get ready to cast Identify.
And we will chat with this fellow.
Well, before we chat with him, Julius is going to pull out a pair of manacles and a sack.
An
And
excellent
I'm
idea.
going to say, I would just hold your hands out for my friend Julius here. He's a little bit of a crazy one.
I am merely being cautious.
Point of order. There's a hole in the side of the mound, if I remember correctly.
There is.
All right.
Well, let's tie this guy up before we go spelunking.
Absolutely. Besides, my investigation is dog shit. So,
Yeah,
manacles.
Yeah, he puts out his arms and just says, I'll tell you what you want.
Second pair of manacles to attach his tail to his ankle.
Whoa!
So he can't swim away very easily.
How do you have more manacles than I do? I'm the cop.
I purchased 2 pairs of manacles so that if we ever captured a spellcaster, we could prevent them from casting somatic components.
I mean, good thinking, but also a little concerning. We'll discuss that later. Yeah, we'll,
And then sack over his head.
The police have no business in the bedrooms of the people.
The bedrooms? I don't know what you refer to.
Anyway.
I would never sleep in these.
Yes, only with a proper warrant. So, so while they're off searching the hole, scouring the hole, I'm going to sit down with my good lizard folk friend here, and I'm going to say, Draconic is what I think.
Hi.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm going to say, listen, let's talk. Who are you, and what were you doing here?
My name is Thrask. He murdered our Lizard King and has had us working as his minions while our tribes fight amongst themselves to pick a new leader.
I'm pretty sure
he did that in.
Yeah, that's already been solved. I think that there's a new leader already.
Which tribe won? Is it the Dusk?
Oh, I have to look up at my notes.
Going back through my notepad, it was the. I can't recall off the top of my head.
It was
baby on my lap.
It was that big lizard dude that we ran into before.
The son of the old king.
Hogclaw? He lives?
That was the right one, right?
Yep.
Yes, he does.
Absolutely.
So the tribes have reformed?
We believe
and
so.
you might be able to go back to them if you tell us everything.
I will tell you all I know. They were looking for a pool, as it would be the base for the map that was stolen, and it will show them where some temple is that he believed had perhaps a relic of Tiamat in it.
Do we know where this pool is? Or where do they
Yes,
think
you.
it is?
From the books that were missing in the library, Badme was able to ascertain that it is underneath the Valhingen graveyard in Denovar.
Oh, right.
Of course, seems set them.
It does.
I am very sorry, Maximilian T. Justice, but we must go to Denovar.
Yes, I'm gonna have to ask for a leave of absence.
And
How
I'm going to
tragic.
have to see.
Always terrible at this too.
I can ask
I'm-
for you if you would like.
I'm certain that if you tell them the reason why, they will be very happy to let you go.
Yeah, no, that's what's gonna have to happen when I get back to Brindle.
Oh, they've already seen it in the paper. They know what you're doing.
All right. Yeah. So, we will. Can I get any piece of identification at all? Like any sort of identifying relics at all from Curious Inc. Or is he just a pile of...
He's mostly a pile. I will say there's a necklace you find that is only partially melted away that shows that he is a scribe at the library.
All right, I'll bring that back for the librarians.
So are we checking out this hole now?
Yeah, you guys can. Whoever went into the hole can give me an investigation check. I mean,
After we talk to him, I will.
Guidance.
Yeah, I mean, like there's rotting vegetation and bones lining the hole and floor of this sort of miniature lair.
I'll take care of it. Ian, I've got a +6.
I will help.
Guidance.
All right, so you guys can both roll, or one can roll with advantage.
I'm giving advantage to the +6.
And I'll roll as well. We'll just do two rolls.
That is, hang on, guidance.
Oof.
That's a 19, Patrick.
A 19. Yeah, as you move stuff around, I mean, you find a full suit of splint armor, a nice magnifying glass, a scroll, and you find a total of 300 gold in coins and gems.
I will take the magnifying glass and the scroll and give them both to good old Dr. Badme Ison.
I will check for magical items and identify any that come across me.
I will take 110
roll me
gold.
roll me a D100, please, as well, Julius.
All right, I will take the gold. I will take 110 of it out and give it to Seymour.
Oh, we don't have to do that. Okay, I'll pay back. I'll mark down 120 and pay it back when we get it to the
31,
party.
Patrick.
When we get it back from the dragon.
You find a foot by a foot rolled up painting of a sleeping elf.
I feel like I've seen this before. Something about a sinking ship.
So it's a what? A rolled up painting of an elf?
Sleeping elf.
I will pocket it.
I mean, I was gonna ask what the gender is, but with an elf, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, sorry.
That's a
If I was thinking, I would have actually said it's the painting of a long white-haired elf standing at the prow of a ship, shirt undone to a disturbingly low level.
Ooh, hi.
Video with that. Crossbow just, hanging off his...
Oh, cavalierly hanging off his hip.
Ooh.
I enjoy this. And then I will, that was it, right? The gold, the trinket, and the scroll case and magnifying glass, right?
Yes, and you still have that metal tube that looks like it has a keyhole at the top of it that you found in the backpack that you still haven't explored yet either.
Oh yeah, I would try and get that. I would identify it first to see if there's any magical properties to it, and
while we're identifying, perhaps we should take a short rest.
Yes, please. And
Mhm.
Julius, if you enjoyed that painting, we're printing this new line of magazines for a more discerning gentleman you might be interested in.
I don't discern anything.
Give me a perception check, Julius.
Oh God.
Let's see what he does discern.
7. I don't discern shit.
Nope. I will say, Seymour, with your passive perception, though, in the background of this painting, you can see what appears to be an Aarakocra sneaking into a door in the background of this ship, which looks like it's heading into the captain's
It's a
quarters.
shame that door is locked. It's a shame that door is locked.
And you
The
guys
series
build
of
up the
paintings
fire.
called Where's Pavo?
Yeah, you build up the fire. You can take a short rest sitting around it. There's no magical elements you get off of this case, Badme. It does appear strong and very secure. I would say, Max, you would recognize it as the kind of thing that serious military orders and that kind of thing would be used for travel for safety purposes.
Okay, so this is sealed military orders. Do I recognize, like, does the case strike me as like something that I've seen before particularly, or?
No, it's a standardized, but you recognize that would be the usage of it. This one is sort of scuffed and obviously seen a lot of use in years, but Haboob, looking at it, the lock is still decent if you want to give it a shot at opening it.
And
Sure.
during that short rest, anybody who's willing to listen to me for 10 minutes gets 7 temporary hit points.
Thank you. I'll take that.
Hey, I will give
And-
myself a spell slot.
And
I will.
Same.
I will provide pointers to Haboob with the help action, and suggest Molly guidance.
Guidance.
Okay, so what am I rolling for thieves' tools? Sorry, is it dexterity?
You are. Yep.
Okay. Please don't fail me.
So sleight of hand check plus your proficiency bonus, because I'm assuming you're proficient.
I am.
He's a rogue.
As a rogue, yeah, you're
He
automatically.
gets it naturally.
Yep.
It's the question of whether he is an expert in it or not.
Wait, am I using thieves' tools or sleight of hand?
Yeah, you're using thieves' tools.
Okay. Dexterity. Advantage. I just want to use that guidance for the hell of it. 30.
30. You carefully unlock it,
The lawyer
and
here.
as you
You're using this tool by Bosnian
open
Bill.
the tube and slide up, you can see there is a small vial of acid at the top of it that, had you not unlocked it properly, would have destroyed the contents.
Oof, crap.
And there is a letter inside. And as you open up the letter, that's where we'll end it for the night.
Yay!
Can Seymour have that acid for later?
I would trust Dr. Badme Ison with that acid far faster than I would trust Seymour.
Yeah.
Why, she's not going to
Yeah.
enjoy it.
Well, that's the point. You don't enjoy acid.
Oh, thank you.
Seymour does.
Is there a text version of this that's perhaps easier to make out?
Sure, I'll send it to you
Oh
guys.
my god!
Thank you.
You can't write. You can't read cursive.
Payment
No,
received.
this,
My thanks. The
this
gold has
laptop
gone
is
to
just
good
real bad.
use for our cause. Sadly,
Right.
Lady Dagger
Yep.
is stubborn and satisfied with her position. She doesn't believe goblins could recruit dragons. I don't blame her. She's in for a nasty surprise when we turn the place to dust. Regardless, she said she sold some of us good intel, and I learned a bit about her from the Welcomers. Nice.
She runs an operation
She-
with her lads.
She was,
So-
she runs an operation with her lads, selling items from Brindle. Things her lads steal make their way to Brindle for sale. Makes a tidy profit overall. I have traced her routes, and it may be worthwhile knocking off one of her deliveries. Ooh, that's not good. Next report will be on Brindle and Denevar before heading back to town. Speaking of the town, it is no longer called Dwarf's Bridge. The bridge got washed out in a huge flood. Gonna mean we need to build a new one. Stones from the old bridge still stand. If you cut enough lumber, we could create something in a day or two. River is about 500 feet, so plan accordingly. Otherwise, we ford with the giants or fly across or use rafts. Threats in town.
Guard Captain Savannah.
There's a wizard in town. Dwarf Smith. Few greener lads. Yeah. Need a lot more coin.
And
The spider.
Maximilian, you recognize those people's names as people who live in Drellin's Ferry.
Oh dear.
Why, Patrick? Why are you dragging us in two different directions?
Because you can.
What did we do to you?
So they are about to attack Drellin's Ferry. And the other guys are about to attack Denevar.
Clearly the correct answer is to go save Denevar. Right?
There's no time frame on this, and you can clearly see, I mean, it says the next report will be on Brindle and Denevar, so it clearly seems like someone has been doing reconnaissance, though.
Yep. Okay. So we're gonna have to deal with this Denevar thing and then get back to Drellin's Ferry. Filthy mouth, though.
With that, let's call it for the night.
Sounds good.
All right. Cool.
Thank you, Patrick.
Thank
Thank
you,
Thank
Patrick.
you.
Thank you guys. You guys put a hell of a lot of hurt on Regiarix.
If I was one level higher and I could have just lightning bolted him.
Yeah, there's a reason. There's a reason you're not, though.
Yeah.
I think
He's
okay, so
needed elsewhere.
I had a plan if he had not flown away.